Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Tamar, also known as Musings of a Curvy Lady, and this is a channel where we talk about fashion, beauty, and everything lovely. So in today's video, it is a continuation of a video I've done before that you guys really liked. This is part 2 of my pretty girl princess fragrances for spring. And honestly, I can talk about this all day. There's just so many beautiful fragrances out there. I think I have like 10 perfumes. Last time I shared 7 and I felt like I was just scratching the surface of pretty, you know what I'm saying? And I have so many more today. So let's get right into pretty fragrances for spring. What does it mean to smell like a pretty girl? To me, these are fragrances that are bubbly, effervescent. These are fragrances that people are gonna want to know, like who smells so good, what are you wearing, and just be around you, because these fragrances are going to be present. And honestly, that's what a good princess does, you know, a people's princess. I know she smelled good. And if someone knows what her signature scent was, please drop it down below, because that is something that I love to do and research, is finding out celebrities or, you know, people in history, like what was their fragrance? Like what was their signature scent? It means so much. But anyway, going back to princesses, she just looked elegant. Everybody wanted to be around her. She just evoked and emoted everything in the way that she dressed, the way that she spoke to other people, and also how she made other people feel. And then take it to the extreme. Think about Rihanna. Everyone in Hollywood knows that Rihanna smells so good. She has a very intoxicating, alluring scent about her, and that is also a princess. She is the princess of the islands of Barbados. It's all about creating an aura with fragrance. And this aura is just gonna attract everything to you. Everything wonderful, lovely. We're manifesting that for you. Let's get into our first fragrance, because we have a lot to cover. This is Pink Boa by Stéphane Hubert Lucas. I might say things wrong, but you know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? Like we get it. I know I might pronounce things wrong here and there, but you know, so my bad, Stéphane Hubert Lucas, if I say or pronounce your name wrong. No offense at all. I'm so sorry. But this is such a bright and juicy, effervescent, bubbly princess pink kind of fragrance. I mean, look at the bottle. It is literally bubblegum princess coated. And this opens up with a really juicy black currant, and honestly, black currant, any like juicy red berries, dark red berries in the opening, I'm attracted to, because it just makes me think of high school, and after gym class, the girlies would share their body mist, and it would always be like this, remember, it was like Love Spell. It kind of gives me that vibe of Love Spell from Victoria's Secret. It was in that purple bottle, and that was like the it girl fragrance. To me, this is what the it girl pretty girl would wear, and we would share this now in the girls' bathroom at the club when we're older versus the girls' bathroom in high school, because this is just fun, you know? It's like Barbie pink convertible, top down, Ken's in the back, minding his business, keeping his mouth closed, okay? And then you have your perfect pretty girl pop song blasting. Hair is going in the direction of the wind, so it's not messing up your lip gloss. It's just perfection. That's what this emotes to me. Oh yeah, there's a raspberry note in here. Raspberry also makes me think of like high school, like not juvenile, but just youthful, like effervescent, bright, bubbly. And it just makes me think, this is my world and I'm gonna paint it pink. It just it smells like the perfect pop song, like girly pop song. Think on this perfect day, or like a pop song, like Disney pop princess kind of vibes. That's what this smells like. What's really cool about this fragrance too, because of the fruity notes, it has like raspberry and black currant. It has, what else it has in here? It has lily of the valley, strawberry, sandalwood, amber, peach, musk. It has all these things, but it has a really cool note in here that helps elevate it to be more mature, but not mature in like Queen Elizabeth way, mature in like, you know, she's grown. And it's vodka. It has a vodka note in here. And vodka, you're like, what does that even smell like? So it does smell a little bit like a cocktail. It smells like the most fabulous cosmopolitan. So imagine all the baddies from the Disney Channel are grown up. Zendaya, Hilary Duff, Miley Cyrus, Selena Gomez, and they're just like having a ball. Oh, Raven Simone, Sabrina Carpenter, all the girly pops are adults now, right? And they are having just like a girls' night out. This is the drink of the night. This is the signature cocktail. It is raspberry and fruity and fun and effervescent, but that vodka note really cuts through and it makes it kind of like, I don't know how you can smell coolness, but you can. It feels cold. It smells cold. It's so good. And there's nothing worse than a lukewarm cocktail. Give it to me on the rocks. I want it nice and icy. Ice me out, baby. And that's what Pink Boa is. Look at that bottle. She's kind of iced out herself. It's giving Snake, but Barbie at the same time. It's like, I'm a slave for you, ex Barbie, you know? So good, so pretty. I have to talk about this fragrance. It's recent and new in my collection, and it's under $30. This is from Le Monde Gourmand, Nectar de Passion. This, to me, is girls trip. Okay, girls trip. We're booked and busy. The trip has made it out of the group chat and we are on our tropical island vibes. Oh my gosh. Oh my God, that smells so good. The fact that this is less than $30, it always amazes me because Le Monde Gourmand, literally no one does a gourmand for the price like them. They are just so good at it. So this is their newest launch. And obviously with Nectar de Passion, it's supposed to give you a passion fruit vibe, but there's just so many other fruits in this that just make it the perfect island fruit cocktail. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is girls trip. Girls trip, matching robes, matching bikinis, matching swimsuits, just matching everything. No one is jealous of each other. All the friendships are going to maintain after the trip. We are booked on miles, so it's basically free, girl math. And we have like a group of guys that are on vacation as well, but everyone's single. Okay, there's not gonna be any situationships. No one's cheating on their fiance. Okay, this is the ultimate girls trip where everything goes right and you look amazing. Wild strawberry, pink grapefruit, passion fruit in the opening, orange blossom, jasmine, peony in the mid, and then you have vanilla, sandalwood, and musk in the base. Vanilla, sandalwood, and musk to me is the ultimate trifecta in a dry down because it adds the sweetness, it has the cleanliness, like that skin likeness with the musk, and then it has the creamy woodiness of the sandalwood, which you need to have to balance out all the sugary sweetness of the opening. And this is a fragrance where those opening like juicy notes, they last throughout the fragrance. This is something that I can throw in my bag and reapply and constantly just like have people giving me compliments because I can't see anyone not complimenting you wearing this. And that is basically a pretty girl princess's life. People just can't help to notice you, to notice how you look, how you smell, your aura, your vibe, your personality. And this is just going to be the cherry on top or the passion fruit on top. This is so yummy. And for the price, you can't beat it. You know what this smells like? It smells like those Lifesaver creamsicles. If it was like a passion fruit strawberry version of it, like it's whipped and it has the fruity notes and it's just like, it's like one of those pieces of candy that you want to suck on so hard. It's just like so good and it just creates all this juiciness in your mouth. I need one. Do you have any? I know you had some last time. Do you?
I have some in my car.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Break. So this next fragrance is gonna be like a completely different vibe, but still a pretty girl nonetheless. And that's another thing, pretty girl to pretty girl. Prettiness is a spectrum. Okay, there's not one type of beautiful, there's not one type of pretty. So therefore, there's not one type of pretty girl fragrance. We touched upon the fruity, sparkly, girly pop kind of pretty fragrances, but there's something so gorgina about it being subdued and elegant and very just like classy. And this is what this fragrance is giving. This is House of Beau's newest release, Ave Maria. I talked about it a little bit before in another video where I did my Style Makes Sense series. Let me know if you've watched that. If you want to see more of those kind of videos, comment that down below. But this is such a beautiful fragrance. It smells like falling in love. It smells like Mr. Darcy meeting Lizzie at dawn. That's what it smells like. The dew on the grass. It's just clean, and there's something, I don't want to say this word because people are like triggered by it, but honestly, grow up. It's moist. There's something wet about it. Just fresh, the dewiness of it. It's so, so pretty. It smells like, it really does smell like love. This is the type of pretty that was around back then. Like how Lizzie Bennet and Jane Austen, how they look, they weren't doing like a full beat. You know how Bridgerton now, like the girlies have acrylics on, they have glitter eyeshadow, and don't get me wrong, I love it. Like Penelope, you looked amazing, honey. But there's just something about like an old school period film. There's just something so beautiful and romantic about it. And a lot of the women in that time, the way that they dressed, they were trying to emulate the Greek goddesses of the past. That's how, when you see their hair swooped up and pinned the way it is, and their dresses, they were empire waist and it would flow when they were at the balls, emulating the Greek goddesses, the Gorgina muses of the past. It's a beauty that stands the test of time. It's classic. And that's what this gives me. It's gorgeous. So it literally has a dewy gardenia note, cashmere and Indonesian jasmine in the opening. That's where I get that like moisture, wetness. It's not icky. It's fresh. It's refreshing. Imagine a spa water. That's kind of like the vibe, like a floral cucumber spa water, okay? It kind of like looks like the capstone of the House of Beau bottle, actually. It literally is giving this. The mid notes, raindrops. No wonder, my nose knows. African neroli, sweet pear, and then the base you have oakwood, Merlot wine, and Napa leather. Wow, this is such a gorgeous scent. It really is a masterpiece. And Beau, or I call him Beau, but I wish he was my Beau, Bernardo Moeller, he is the founder of House of Beau, the sexiest man I've ever met in my life. He exudes pretty and beauty and sexiness like no other man I've ever met in my entire life. I'm such a fan of his storytelling. I love everything about what he does with his fragrances, the stories behind it, the women that are inspired by the fragrances. He's a genius. And when I tell you, drop dead gorgeous, we're kind of flip-flopping back to a pretty girl who's having the best summer ever. This next fragrance is called Whipped Cherry from Clean Beauty Collective. This fragrance I love, one, because it's from Clean Beauty and they do clean beauty like no one else. Like their fragrances are gorgeous, but the fact that like if you're sensitive or if you have any sensitivities to perfume, like if you get headaches, you won't get headaches with any of their fragrances. But this one right here, do you see the dent? I've only had this for a couple of months, but wow. What a Gorgina fragrance. Now by the name, Whipped Cherry, you might just think like, ugh, a cherry fragrance. Don't get me wrong. Cherry to me has to be done right or there's no point, because to me, they all kind of lean medicinal, and no pretty girl smells like Tylenol, okay? We smell like cherries and whipped cream, pineapples and strawberry. Like that's what this is. It's not just cherry, it's a cornucopia, as you will, of beautiful fruitiness. And the cherry is very much there. And I feel like cherry is such a pretty girl flavor. So imagine you're like a 50s pretty girl, a 1950s pretty girl. You have your poodle skirt, okay? Like kind of like in Greece. So Sandy's meeting Danny Zuko at the burger joint, right? And she's ordering her burger and fries, but you know, she's a little sassy. So Sandy orders a cherry milkshake. And you know how sexy and pretty drinking a milkshake with your boy toy? Like I'm just imagining it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, having the cherry, it could lean very R-rated, but we're keeping it PG here, okay? But this is the vibe. This is what Sandy from Greece smells like. She's just smelling sweet and innocent, but fun and girly. The girls know she's that girl, but they don't want to admit it. She might have had a change. That's the one thing I have beef with that movie. She had to change in order to get Danny Zuko. And Danny, what are you doing with your life? You're literally hanging out with bandits, smoking, drag racing. and you want Sandy, who definitely looks like she has a future ahead of her, to bring her down into the gutter with you, what are you guys gonna do? Smoke cigarettes together? No, Sandy needs to leave Danny at the racetrack and find her a nice, good guy who's going to appreciate her smelling like whipped cherries and summer fruits. This smells so good. So this also has coconut water, pineapple, almond blossom. That's what I get, that like kind of creaminess, like milkiness in this fragrance, that whippedness that it's talking about, like a whipped cherry, apple blossom and mimosa, and the base are whipped cream, cherry vanilla, praline, and cedar. My mom would love this. My mom loves a cherry fragrance. And Queen Helen, she is the OG pretty girl, like duh. Now, if you want to be transported or really live in that divine feminine energy, like you are elegance, you are ethereal, you are a queen, you need to smell this fragrance. This is Dama Bianca by Cosmarati. This is such an ethereal pretty girl fragrance. She's giving princess, very subdued and effortless, but still packs a punch. This is so pretty. This is perfect for spring. It opens up with notes that I'm not typically a fan of. We have kumquat and lime. Lime to me on my skin leans very sour, and I'm not a sour tart. I'm a sweet tart, you know what I'm saying? But this doesn't do that for me. This is so pretty. Wow. I forgot how lovely this is. This is like you are transported to an Italian villa because you're on vacation in Lake Como, and you are on one of those boats, those gorgeous boats, right? And you're wearing a beautiful white dress that is flowing in the wind, and you have that scarf around your neck that's flowing. Oh my gosh. And you have the sunglasses. The scarf is like wrapped around your hair so your hair is not going crazy, because we are very demure, we're elegant, we're cutesy. Just a pretty rich girl who might be a little lonely in her Italian villa, but is she really alone? She's in Italy. She just needs to go to a market, and I'm sure she'll make some boy fall in love with her. Femme fatale without the fatale. Okay, but we have the potential, but because we're so sweet, we'll let you live. Okay, we'll let you live. Middle notes are violet, Italian iris, lilac, Egyptian jasmine, lily of the valley, and base notes are vanilla malt. That's interesting. A maltiness. Okay. That's definitely more in the dry down. You guys, whatever I'm spraying is creating amazingness. But I think I'm picking up these two together. I might have to just wear these two and see how it works, because the way that this is drying down, it's enveloping me. The aura is aura-ing. The aura is aura-ing. Other notes in the base are white musk, ambrette, musk mallow, kind of like a skin scent, a sweet skin scent, and then sandalwood and cedar, a beautiful scent. This is like one of those niche luxury fragrances that gets a lot of hype, and you're like, is it worth it? Should I really invest in something like that? Is it gonna change my world? To me, listen, we don't need any fragrance. We could literally live without fragrance. We wouldn't die without it. But what's the point of living? What's the point of living if we can't have these little treats for ourselves? This, to me, not a lot of people are gonna smell like it. It's just so different with that citrus opening of lime versus like an orange blossom or orange or mandarin. It's lovely. It's lovely. This is giving Italian vacation, and you're buying your Birkin and your Kelly on the first stop at Hermes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what it's giving. We don't need a Hermes, but you know what I'm saying? Are you gonna pass it up if you had the opportunity to? Exactly. Okay, moving on to a pretty fragrance that is literally beautiful. The bottle is stunning. This is Guilty Crush by the House of Oud. This is such a fun, girly fragrance. It's pretty, but this is like the girl who works at the candy shop, right? She's wearing like a pink and white apron. She has like that cute little like papered hat, and she's serving up Swedish candies. That's what she smells like. You walk in, it's like powdered sugar. It's sweet, but it's not too crazy. It's youthful, but not juvenile. This smells like a hot girl that always has a piece of candy on her. Like you, Lily. It's such a fun scent because you're definitely not gonna smell this anywhere else. It's so unique. There's a lipstick note in here that kind of gives it that plasticky, I don't know, like you're in a candy store. That's like the vibe it gives me. Like pretty girl version of Willy Wonka, and Willy Wonka is a baddie, okay? And she got a bob, honey. Not like the Johnny Depp bob. We're talking about just an effortless baddie bob. She's taking you all throughout the candy store, and she is just like dressed to the T, and there's like poofs of the scent being ejected from these like machines as you're walking through the candy store. This is a fun pretty girl. She's fun. She's a businesswoman though, okay? Don't mess with her and her candy, but it's not juvenile. Yeah, this is definitely a pretty girl who doesn't take herself too seriously. She's having fun. She's posting the boy she's talking to on Instagram. You know, she's just living her life. You know, she's like, YOLO. That's what she smells like. And you know what? I'm happy for her. You know, you only do live once. Will you regret it a year from now? Maybe. But you know what? We were young. That was my song. Wow, whatever happened to them? Anyway, speaking of fun fragrances, I'm gonna lean into a more subdued. It's still fun because it's like gourmand, but it's still like signature scent worthy and very comforting, but it's very, very pretty. This is by Elysian. I believe that's how you pronounce it. This is called Lavender Milk Tea. I love this. So I was on the hunt to smell like a boba milk tea drink, and I found this brand. It's a indie brand, small but very mighty. This fragrance is called Lavender Milk Tea, and it literally smells like a lavender milk tea. I enjoy it so much. When I first bought it, I bought a small bottle, literally was done with it within a week because this became my signature scent. So when I bought it again, I made sure I got the big bottle because it's just so gorgina. I also love the story behind this fragrance house. Like, this truly is a labor of love. There are two sisters that just had this love of perfume growing up. They shared it, and they end up growing up, and one of the sisters, before she passed away, she gave her sister Pretty in Purple by Juicy Couture, and that was the last gift that she gave her. Fragrance was just a big part of their lives. And the name Elysian, it's dedicated to her children of the sister who passed away. It's like a mix of her kids' names, Evan and Alicia. But I just think that's so beautiful. And pretty girls are conscientious of memory and scent and tribute. And I just think it's so, so beautiful what she was able to do with her pain and bring so much joy, not only for herself and her coping, but to so many people now that get to enjoy her fragrance. Highly, highly recommend. She has so many, but this was my gateway drug, basically my gateway fragrance into the fragrance house. And what a banger. She's so pretty, so subdued, comforting. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna smell like an array of prettiness, because even though I'm spraying all of these, they're not clashing. That's like the epitome of a pretty girl. Pretty girls are not intimidated by other pretty girls. We can all be pretty in our own light. My pretty doesn't dim your pretty, and we can be pretty together. And the last perfume that I wanna share for this video is Chantilly by Gritty. What a pretty girl bottle. I mean, she's stunning. I just feel like every bottle from Gritty, they're all pretty girls. It's literally a pretty girl crew. If you're able to see, like, there's Because I'm Free, Tutu. I have Tutu right here. This was almost going to make the cut, but I didn't want to have two from the same fragrance house in this video. I had 3 from Parfum de Marly in the other one. So I was just like, let's try to, you know, share the joy, share the wealth. But man, Chantilly is literally like whipped cream, sugar, sponge sugar, airy and ethereal. It's so, so pretty. It opens up with strawberry, melon, and mandarin orange bergamot. So a fruity opening. I would say it's like a fresh strawberry. It's not a tart strawberry. It's very just light and creamy. It's so, so pretty. We have middle notes of coconut, apple, floral notes, and cassis, which gives it a little bit of a powderiness. And then base notes are the powder notes, vanilla, and musk. This is just, yeah. It's like a girl who she only wears white, but she never has a stain. You know, she's just always put together. When she walks into a room, like if you could physically see the aura behind her, it would just be sparkly and pretty and a little hazy. This is giving me like Meghan Markle, you know, or rather Megan Sussex. Excuse me, Duchess.
That's funny too that you keep saying Meghan Markle. You know I'm Sussex now.
But it's just very pretty and subdued. Like she's in her garden, you know, she's doing her little hosting stuff. Every time like she is moving across the kitchen and she tosses her hair or anything like that, there's just a little a sweetness, powderiness. I would love to know what she wears actually. Meg, let me know. We want to know the tea. Highly recommend getting your nose on any of the gritty fragrances. It's such a beautiful Italian fragrance house. But Chantilly, I also would recommend Tutu. She is also a cutie pretty girl that almost made the list, but I wanted to show some love to some other fragrances. Look at all my pretty girls. It's so hard to narrow it down to do a video like this because honestly, I could do this all day long and pretty girls are busy too. We have things to do. So I hope you guys like this video. Let me know your favorite pretty girl fragrances in the comment section below. And I think for my next video, I want to do my spring fragrance tray. I definitely have some contenders and there's only a few spots I can have on this tray. So we'll see, but I think a couple of them from this haul are gonna make the cut. Before I go, definitely have to remind you to like, subscribe, turn on notifications so you never miss a Curvy Lady upload, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.